Let me tell you something. This man right here, this man is an absolute unit.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back. Welcome back. I've been gone for a little bit. This is the first one I'm recording after my vacation. I realized I put one out like the day I came back, but I'm back for real now, you know? Welcome back. It's me. I don't know what else to say about that. Got a new microphone. I was going to put out a podcast last week, but I was waiting for the new audio interface to come in for the microphone. And it was supposed to come here on Thursday, and I was like, okay, putting a podcast out 1 week late. Not bad. Then it got delayed to Friday. Didn't show up on Friday. I checked the tracking. I was like, oh yeah, it'll be here on Monday, which love that. Great. Delay it 4 days. Why don't you? I don't need it or anything. Don't worry about me. But then it just shows up Saturday. FedEx guy just like knocks on my door and it's there. I was like, what? What happened? I didn't even get an email that it got delivered. Thank God the dude knocked because it would have just been sitting there for who knows how long. Whatever. I hate shipping companies. But yeah, getting used to this. I'm also using a different software to record the podcast. So hopefully nothing goes horribly wrong while I'm recording this and I slam my head onto the corner of one of my desks. Hopefully this mic sounds good. It took me forever to get used to this new software though. So bear with me, everybody. But let's jump right into it. Going through airports is weird. I don't know where I'm going with that. They're just weird. I just hate airports in general. Period. End of sentence. Move on. I take a break for just a little bit. I come back. Still can't talk. You think I'd relax a little bit? Nope. Can't talk. This podcast I might be in shambles again. Going through the heat wave here on the West Coast, on the west side of the country. It was 112 degrees last week. And I had to go to work in a garden department. So I wanted to die for 8 hours because I was there until midnight. Sun went down at 9 p.m. It was still mid-80s at midnight, 3 hours later. That is one of the most disgusting things imaginable to me. We're still going through it, It's been a week or so since then, and it's 90 something degrees today. So yippee, hip hip hooray. And I'm trying to cut down noise as much as possible. So I've got like window closed. Well, window closed obviously because that's how hot it is. But fan off, door closed. So I'm just kind of sitting in a stagnant room right now because this microphone, let me tell you, this microphone picks up everything. When I mean everything, I mean everything. Like I set down my phone on my desk and I could hear it in the background of the mic recording. But, I guess it's just my life now. I'll get used to it. This episode hopefully won't be dog shit, but chances dog shit. Also, I don't know what sick twisted bastard did this, but there's a Windows 10 update, and now at the bottom of my screen for some reason, it shows the weather where I am, and it's wrong. It's wrong. It says it's nighttime right now, 3 p.m. It says it's 69 degrees, which that's kind of funny. That's nice. I'll leave it. Haha. Good job, Microsoft. Go fuck yourself, Bill Gates. But, whatever. But yeah, so I just keep seeing that. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not 69 degrees. I wish it was. A, funny. 69, it's a sex thing, right? That's what I've heard. B, I wouldn't be so hot. I wouldn't be in my underwear, which I keep saying I'm going to do, video with these podcasts. And I've got the webcam set up. I've streamed a few times, which, if you want to go check that out, twitch.tv/Lil Absolute Unit. That's LIL Absolute Unit. Every other variation of my real name and Absolute Unit was taken, so I threw Lil on the front because I think it's kind of funny, kind of ironic, and why not? So I streamed a few times. Webcam works great, but it's so hot. I'm in my underwear. I don't want my first video podcast to be of me in my underwear, so no video. Sorry guys, no video. I also just ate, so I look like a little chunky, a little chubby right now, which I'm not. I shouldn't say that. I weigh like $140 soaking wet, so I can only look so fat. But it's not a good look right now. So no webcam, maybe ever. Maybe webcam in 3 months when it's not 90 degrees during the day. Then we'll talk. Oh, God, I remember what I was gonna say about the airport. I also just set my phone down, so you probably heard it fucking clacking because this goddamn microphone. Um, why do people wear jeans to the airport? It's so weird. I don't care what time of day it is. I'm not wearing jeans to the airport. Even if I have to get off the plane and immediately go somewhere, I'm wearing shorts and jeans are going in my backpack, in my like easy to access carry on, because I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom after I get off the plane. So I would just change in the bathroom. Because being in jeans and sitting for that long is so uncomfortable. I hate the fact that I feel a societal pressure to put on underwear while I'm at the gym. While I'm at the gym. I'll wear underwear at the gym because, better safe than sorry. But at the airport, I want to wear shorts or sweats and no underwear because that's the comfiest thing possible. And I want to be comfy on an airplane because, as explained, bad travel anxiety. Bad anxiety, so I want to be as comfy physically as possible because my mental, not very comfy. My mental is a hard metal spiky ball. I couldn't think of a shape there for a second. Spiky room, like a danger room, like a saw trap. And so I want my body to be like a psychiatric ward, curing as much of that as possible. But to the people that wear jeans to the airport, what you doing? Also, who's buying, at airports, they have like mini convenience stores where you can buy like packaged up food and some drinks, some water, stuff like that. Who's buying energy drinks when they're about to get on an airplane? Me and my girlfriend both agree that airplanes are for sleeping. I can sleep on planes, but I usually wake up before the plane lands. I can't sleep the whole time. I'll sleep like 90 minutes to maybe 2 hours at the max. My girlfriend just sleeps the whole way through. It's amazing. Blows my mind. She could sleep all day if she wanted to. She's just built a little different like that. But who's like, yeah, I need to throw down a Red Bull before I get on an airplane? For what reason? Like, I watched this dude grab one off the shelf, and before he even checked out, he was cracking it open. What you doing? Pull it together. Figure it out. You have an addiction. That's basically a drug addiction. Drinking caffeine before a flight, that's a red flag in my book, if we're being 100% honest. Oh, man. So, I'm a Zoomer, so I'd be downloading stuff to watch on the plane. And one of the things that I decided to download is an anime movie called A Silent Voice. And it is horrifically sad. It is so depressing. And there are moments very early on that are hard to watch because it deals with bullying. The main character bullies a deaf girl, and it's so hard to watch. And then there are multiple scenes throughout the movie that are very, very serious, good stuff to talk about, I guess, but very serious. And I chose to watch this on an airplane. Oh my God. I chose to watch this on an airplane where I'm in the middle seat and I don't know the person next to me. I know the person to my right, it's my lovely girlfriend. Person to the left of me, don't know him. Don't know him at all. That's when I decided to watch this movie. I knew it was sad going into it. And I kind of knew the basic plot. But it's about 2 hours long. I get about an hour and a half in. And there's a very hard-hitting scene of, try to skip through a little bit because I'm going to spoil some things. It's a very hard scene. I won't say who. It looks like they're about to commit suicide. And they end up getting saved. But, that's a very hard-hitting scene. And even though somebody gets saved, or that person gets saved, it doesn't fully resolve itself right then and there. Like, there's still some aftermath of that. There's still an accident that happens because of that. And I got through that just fine. I was like shocked, obviously, but I didn't cry. So I was like, oh, oof. I made it through the rough part. Smooth sailing from here. Probably just going to go up and up and we're going to get a happy-ish. I was like, maybe we're going to get a happy ending? I don't know at this point. Dude, not 10 minutes later, the scene that makes me cry happens and I'm just about as close to bawling as you can be. Like, I'm bawling, but not making any noise. And I have to, like, set the phone down, pause the movie, and, like, turn so I'm looking at my girlfriend and, like, back to the other person as I wipe my tears away. Because, like, I'm just kind of ashamed of myself that I'm crying on an airplane. Because, like, holy shit, dude, why are you crying on an airplane? But also because I wasn't ready to cry in public. That's something that you kind of have to be ready for, you know? At least that's how I feel most of the time. Is like, I just wasn't ready for how hard a scene hit me. And so there I am, crying on an airplane, you know? Like you do, somehow. It's not the worst thing I've done on an airplane, but we'll forget about the other things. I threw up on an airplane once. We'll just get that out of the way. Oh, that reminds me. Like, there's some places that are so odd to be crying in. Like, you can't help it sometimes. I understand that. But I was just running in to grab a few things from the grocery store. Actually, I was on the hunt for one specific thing. I needed to find the grape jelly Uncrustables, because my girlfriend's a child, essentially. She eats like a child. Mac and cheese, Uncrustables, Rice Krispie treats. Can't have Rice Krispie treats anymore. She has braces. You see, it kind of sounds like I'm talking about a child. So I'm at store number 3 looking for these grape Uncrustables. And as I get out of my car, or as I pull up and I'm about to get out of my car, I notice a woman who's like 4 spots down in a curbside parking space. Probably, hopefully already got her groceries, but most likely didn't, you know, because she's still here. And she is bawling her eyes out. She is crying. I can see her kind of wailing. And I was like, holy shit. Because I used to work at a grocery store. I left right around when curbside became a thing. But I couldn't imagine rolling out. Like, you're working a retail job. You're like kind of depressed, obviously. But you also need to, you know, have that kind of customer service joy, that fake joy a little bit when you're helping people. I couldn't imagine rolling out and be like, oh, hi, I got your order. Did you see the substitutions? And she's like, couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Can anyone tell me? No, you can't. Because you have to put their groceries in their car. Do you say anything? I personally believe you don't say anything. I personally just believe you shove whatever you're supposed to hand to them in a bag and you just load their shit up. And you just hope and you pray that their order is perfect and that nothing went wrong with their order, because this person is obviously having an awful day. Awful day. And if their order is like wrong, that could be the last, that could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And you could just send that person over the edge. Am I crazy for thinking like that? Am I the only one who just like kind of assumes everyone's a little bit suicidal? Is that wrong of me? I understand that most people aren't, but a little bit of me is like, well, everybody could be, You don't know. Oh God. Hopefully I figure out how to edit this. I just took a drink of water and I saw little beats in the waveform. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Or I won't, and you'll hear all of this, It's a fun little game that we like to play here. Oh man. So one fun thing about this trip was just getting to spend time with everybody, with my girlfriend's family was who we were talking to, and staying with the whole time. But man, oh man, it's fun to hear, just to meet new people and hear about them. Like Sabrina's step uncle. We'll give him a fake name that's a little too close to his real name. We'll call him Charlie. Charlie lives in Florida and he hates snakes. And he said it's because snakes are impossible to... Wait, did he say this or did I think this? Memory's already gone. It's been a week and a half. I couldn't tell you anything. Snakes are impossible to personify. And that's a very interesting distinction. Like, he even said compared to like lizards. Because lizards, 4 limbs, close enough, right? I don't remember what his stance on spiders were, because that's too many limbs. That's double the limbs. That's also insane. But that's such an interesting distinction. I like when people try to rationalize or explain their irrational fears, because at least right now I can't think of any that I have. Not irrational fears. All the fears I have are just like very rational. Like one of my cats is going to run away while I'm not here and they're just going to be gone. That could happen very easily. Somebody, leaves a window open and they just rip through it because they're wild animals, essentially. Tamed wild animals is what they are. House cats. I can't think of any. I used to be irrationally afraid of clowns, But then there was that whole thing of clowns chasing people, and some people actually got murdered by clowns. So no longer rational, right? Right then and there, no longer rational. There's been a few movies about clowns being crazy. Nobody's made a movie about like a corn snake who just woke up with bloodlust and decided to murder a town. I might watch that movie. Nobody's made that movie yet. But yeah, I don't think, while we're on this topic, I don't think that a fear of heights is irrational at all. Because heights, it's fucked up, right? Being really high up, especially if you're like kind of vulnerable, you're not in a building, it's kind of fucked up. Like bungee jumping, skydiving, that's kind of fucked up. I can't believe that people do that on a regular basis. I wouldn't say I'm afraid of heights, but I would do those things once, and then I'd be like, all right, I'm good. I'll pass. Even for a while, it was kind of like that with roller coasters, but now I kind of like roller coasters. It's just quick adrenaline. You get thrown around a little bit. I used to ride, motorcycles, dirt bikes, quads, ATVs, that kind of stuff. So I get that thrill in roller coasters now. I used to not. I have matured, as some Europeans would maybe say. You know what's so weird? Like, even if you know somebody, are you guys talking to other people at urinals? This is for my my urinal users, my PP havers. I don't care if we were having a conversation on the way into the bathroom. If we're both using a urinal, that's when the conversation stops. I don't care. Plain and simple. Wait until my hands are at least in a sink, Then you can start talking to me again. But I was around a few people the other day that I think I was already washing my hands, and they both walked in having a conversation. Conversation never stopped. Both used the urinal, moved to the sinks, conversation never stopped. And that's so weird to me. Oh, I had friends in high school that if I was using a urinal and I just wasn't paying attention, it was just, keeping head down, locked in, as some would say. They would walk up and, you try to compliment things that you'd have to see somebody's dick to be able to see. Walk up while I'm using a urinal, holding my, don't worry about it. And they'd just be like, oh, nice watch. And I'd have to be like, yeah, I know it's a joke, but I don't like that. Thanks, I guess. Yeah. So I just got a little bit of splashback on it. Do you wanna see it? Or they say I had a nice belt buckle and you're not wearing a belt buckle, so you'd have to be like, is that a joke? You look at my don't worry about it. So weird. I feel like there are rules about being in public that a lot of people don't know. I guess systems are subjective, so you can't really say or not say what people can and can't do or whatever. I can do whatever I want because my life. I'm running the show. Welcome to the show. The big show. Okay, I kind of lost it there for a second. Let's reel it back in, Travis. Reel it in. We're locked in, baby. Ooh, another thing that's fun about spending time with the people you love is I've noticed something. So me and my girlfriend have been together for a very long time. Coming up on 4.5 years, and we were friends before then. We were friends for a while before then. So I'd say all in all, probably been friends, acquaintances in some way for close to 6 years, I would say. And for about 5 of those years, trigger warning, happy couple incoming. I don't want to offend anyone. If any of you loners, go outside to some grass. Sabrina's been playing this pixel color by number game for 5 years. Did I just say her name? I'll cut it out. I'll bleep it. And watching my girlfriend play is so impressive. She's she could go pro in coloring in that game. Major League Gaming of coloring by number. It's insane. She's got this 2-finger technique where she scrolls through because if you guys have never played a pixel color by number game, there's a bunch of I would just say 1 through 40 of different colors at the bottom. You have to select them at the bottom and then tap on each pixel that has the corresponding number of that color. And she does this crazy 2-finger technique where she's just zooming in on an area, swiping with 1 finger to find a color that she sees a lot in that area, and then quickly filling them all in with the other finger. And it's so fast. She is zooming through those. And it's just it's her happy space. It really is. She'll do it while we're playing other games, do it mid-conversation, so she can kind of not think while she's coloring, even though she's doing an advanced technique, advanced coloring. She does it mindlessly. It's insane. I don't have anything like that. Like, she tries to talk to me while I'm playing video games, and I kind of shut down. I kind of have to be like, I'm not listening to a word you're saying. Or, fake listen. But that's not good, You shouldn't fake listen, but, sometimes you have to. Sometimes you got to do it every day. Sometimes you shouldn't do it, but every day you have to do it a little bit. But don't do it, but do it a little bit every day. Kind of do that fake listening every day. Whenever I'm talking to a customer at work, they ask me something, and I tell them, and they try to throw in a little funny anecdote there at the end of like why they're asking for that, and I just couldn't care less. Mine shuts off. Oh, dude, we have to talk about a couple customer interactions I've already had since coming back to work. One of them is awful. One of the worst customers I've ever had. The other one was just like a weird way to have a conversation with somebody. Okay, so we'll talk about that one first. This woman, asked me for some help, so I helped her because it's my job. Don't like it, but it's my job. And as soon as I finish helping her, I'm like, oh, okay, did you need anything else? She goes, oh, I really like your tattoos. Because I'm wearing shorts, so she can see the ones on my leg. As soon as I say thank you, not skipping a beat, she just goes, they're going to fade, Huh? Why would you say that? That's such a weird follow-up. And then, of course, I have to hear the whole story of her one tattoo that I don't care about, so not listening. And then she tells me it's like as big as a quarter, and she's had it for 40 years. Obviously, it's going to fade, woman. Mine are going to fade, but planet's going to die before they look like yours. Sorry. I'm going to be dead one way or another before that happens. The ocean's on fire right now. The ocean's been on fire for a few days. You think I care if my leg tattoo is going to be a little faded in 50 years? No, I don't. Couldn't care less, actually. I got bigger problems, lady. You got bigger problems too, but you're just out shopping for a hose for some reason. A hose and lawn fertilizer. Like, I don't care. I don't care what you think about my tattoos, woman. Never seen you before, never gonna see you again. Get out of my face. Alright, sorry. Getting a little hostile there. I'm getting hostile because I'm thinking about the other customer. And the other customer, I would roundhouse kick if I had the chance. Alright, so I'm just like walking by the front of the store, and this guy walks in and he goes, hey, do you have a plumbing section here? Stupid fucking question, considering the size of the store and how well known the store is. Stupid fucking question. And I go, yeah. And he goes, oh, could you tell me where this is? And he was like holding a little metal piece of something, and he's cupping it like a giant would hold a baseball, like a 7-foot man would hold a shot glass. So like I can just see the inside. As shot glass is a good comparison. Like imagine a metal shot glass, but it's got a little ring at the bottom sticking out. I have no idea what I'm looking at here. I can't see anything about it. And it's kind of small, so doesn't look like anything plumbing related. That's the issue here. It looks like cabinet hardware, like a cabinet knob, and I'm lost. So I go, what do you use that for? And he laughs at me. He laughs. A, don't laugh. You didn't know we had a plumbing section. Shut the fuck up. B, just answer the question. What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing? And so this whole time I've had just one of the straightest faces you could ever have in your entire life. I'm just staring at him because it's almost 100 degrees outside, and I've only been here for 30 minutes and I'm already sweating. Haven't done anything really yet. So I just wait for him to get his fucking chuckles out. And then he goes, oh, you're serious? It's a knob for a shower. And I go, oh yeah. And then I tell him exactly where it is, and he laughs again. He starts laughing again and asks me if I work there. Now, when I tell you it is so obvious that I work at this establishment, I mean it. And I go, yeah. And I kind of like look down at the company shirt that I'm wearing. I go, yeah, that's what the shirt means. Still straight face. I haven't moved a muscle since this guy started talking to me. He stares at me for so long, and I'm making the hardest eye contact in my life because I'm ready for this guy to say something else. Like, I was angry at this point. That is the worst thing you could say to somebody is like, oh, you work here, right? When it's very obvious that they do. Like, I don't care if you're trying to make a joke. Go fuck yourself, guy. Like, what are you doing? I was physically, mentally, emotionally angry at this guy for all of the things that he just did. Because that could have been an 8-second interaction where you go, oh, where you have replacement shower head knobs. And you show it to me like a normal human being would. I go, oh, on this aisle. And you go, okay, thank you. See how quick that was? See how much faster you got an answer and how much less disrespectful I was when I gave you the answer? But no, you had to be an asshole. So now I have to be an asshole because that's how that works, okay? That's how the real world fucking works. And he's an old white guy, so he can understand that. I think so. I think he's been an asshole to plenty of people in his life. So I'm ready and waiting for him to say something else. And he starts to, which is almost like, ooh, it's foaming at the mouth. He's like, and then he just walks away. And I was like, I was ready. If I'm not wearing this company shirt that makes it very obvious that I work here, we're taking this outside, big guy. Okay? I'm done already. But also, I've only been there for 30 minutes, and now my day is fucking ruined. Thanks, dude. I got to be here for 7.5 more hours. Thanks. God. Don't ruin retail workers' days, okay? Just don't. Just be nice. Just be nice. Be a good customer. It's a lot easier for retail workers to be good associates when you're a good customer. Just wise words. I feel like most people realize that, but some people don't. It's very easy to be a good associate when you have good customers. It makes me want to try harder and like be nicer when somebody's nice to me, you know? Treat others how you want to be treated. Golden rule. No? Nah, okay. Well, you know, on that very positive note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast. You know? Maybe should I try to do something funny? Dance, monkey, dance. I don't know what to do right now. We'll end it with a simple joke. What do the UK and the Confederacy have in common? They both left the Union. Seriously though. I'll see you guys later. Make sure you follow at _Travis Hudson on Instagram and Twitter. Check out the Twitch channel. Come by if you're free and available and I'm streaming. Twitch.tv/Lil Absolute Unit. That's LIL Absolute Unit. And make sure you tell somebody you love them. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Let me tell you something. This man right here, this man is an absolute unit.